Hello from me, Dina Marais. I'm the founder of Soul Purpose Publishing and Coaching. I'm a certified Quantum Leap Transformation Coach, specializing in soul alignment, supporting you to create your dream business and life in harmony with your soul essence, and host of the Soul Purpose Bliss podcast. Wherever you listen or watch this, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. And before we start, I want to remind you to get my free ebook, Cultivate Soul Alignment to Manifest Your Dream Life and Business at bit.ly/Dina Soul Alignment. Wow. I have two amazing guests with me, both of them to be Amazon bestsellers of the book, My Mess is My Message. Inspiring stories of incredible women who found purpose and prosperity through adversity. And as the publisher and fellow author, it is my delight to give you a little bit of a taste of what to expect from this amazing, life-changing book. And very importantly, if you do catch this today is Monday, that we are, the book is about closed, sold out. We have maybe 1 or 2 spots left. So if you see this and you hear this today, like as in today, because you only have this week to write this chapter, then contact me immediately if you see yourself as part of this book, so that we can see if you're a good fit. So welcome, Meg Ryan and Ann Gibson, to this interview. I'm delighted that you are here.
Thank you so much. So glad to be here.
Yeah, thank you, Dina.
Oh,
Very
beautiful. So I would like to know, and let's start with you, Ann. Why did you join the book? What attracted you to join?
Well, a couple of things. I think for a long time, I've been wanting to share my story, and I've been not sure totally how to get it out there. And when I met you and saw what you were trying to do and coming together with a lot of women who could collectively, actually what I'm learning now in retrospect is that everyone has such different challenges that they went through. And I feel like all of us together are going to probably hit on just about everything someone might be going through. Like any challenge that someone is facing today, I feel like one of us will be writing about that story. And the power to inspire, the power to change lives, the power to show people that you not only can get through anything, but you can turn it into a blessing. I call them gold bricks from heaven. Sometimes they look like a mountain. Sometimes they look like a boulder. But as you start to go through them, it's like alchemy. It transforms into gold. And to give other people around the world, this is an international group of women writing for this book, which I think is amazing. There's never been a better time to get our stories out there. And yeah, for me personally, I found every excuse in the world for a long time to not actually start writing. And this was exactly the inspiration I needed to finally put pen to paper and put it out there. So I appreciate the opportunity. And I'm just really excited about the momentum it's going to take to help change lives, maybe even save some lives. Like, I feel like I get chills thinking about it,
Awesome. Thank you, Ann. That's so beautiful. And for you, Meg, what attracted you to join
definitely.
us?
And that was really beautiful. I love it so much. Like Ann, I've had a story and I've carried it around in a pretty heavy backpack.
Yeah.
And I've always journaled and written out my thoughts, my feelings, and my story. And I've listened to other people tell their stories, and I think, oh wow, they're so brave, to tell that story. And I think when the opportunity came out, it's just the absolute divine timing for me to tell my story and to release it, and, you know, to help another woman or women or young teenagers. You know, if I can help save a life or save 100 lives, and help and inspire women to know that if I can do it, they can do it. There's so many women, you know, struggling with mental health and addiction and abuse. For me, now is the time. It was the perfect opportunity. And like Ann was saying, this group of women is powerful. And together as a collective and as a collaborative, I am so excited to have the connections and the new friendships and the support and the community. So I'm really excited. It was amazing time.
Oh, that's beautiful. And yes, I must say, what really struck me and strikes me every time I read the stories is the courage, the amazing courage. And I think we totally underestimate ourselves, and the people who read this as well, is we have so much strength, we have so much power that we don't even realize we have. So Anne, just your gist, the gist of it, what is your story about?
Well, I titled my story "The Little Pilot Who Could," because and I tell my journey from a young child and the visions and dreams I had, including flying, to my years of being a pilot, and then oh my gosh, 30 years of health challenges. And then once I started getting my health underway, about 20 years in, to having a head injury and then PTSD. And it's like this once strong, courageous woman, or like circling back to that, this once strong, courageous woman, like talk about decades of dark nights of the soul. And then trying to find my way back, and not so much to who I was, that's what I thought the goal was in the beginning, but to who I was becoming through that journey. And to access, like you mentioned, that different type of courage and that different type of strength that we all have, but we're just not called to recognize it sometimes until we are in a pickle, you know, in a situation in our life that requires us to just dive a little deeper. And that's where we find those golden nuggets. You know, it's like we really do, every single person, like I am not unique. You know, I might have a unique version of a story. We all have our unique version of our story. And yet we're all the same in our makeup. We all come from the same substance. We're all made of the same thing. And life often, sometimes in the cases of all these stories that people are going to read in this book, it can look a lot of different ways, but it's getting us to remember who we are, remember who we truly are and what we're made of. And there's that slogan you see everywhere on like little signs, like you're stronger than you think you are. Yeah. It's like sometimes life is just trying to teach us, I think, how that there's so much more to us than we were actually even recognizing. And so my journey is about that very long, these last like 35 years, and the lessons learned that came through that. And I truly hope it is, you know, it has not been an easy journey. When I reread my own story after I wrote it, I still cry, because it's like, oh my God, like, I'm like, how did you go through this? You know, like, and I'm still like feeling parts of it. And then I'm like, wow, I was like, yeah, but I'm fine. I'm okay. And I still have things that get triggered from that journey. And yet, you know, writing the story for me, sorry, my nose itches. I keep doing this. I don't know why my nose itches. Writing the story for me was not particularly easy, and yet at the same time, so, like, talk about instant therapy. Like, you know, to have to go through and write that and to like find ways to like express it and get it out. There's things I write about that I've never told anyone. And so, and then trying to, you know, realize my own journey and the gifts in that to serve other people is it was very profound. It was guttural, but also very, like, almost like a coming full circle in some way.
Yeah.
Like Meg had said, to carry that backpack all this time, because we don't actually recognize or own the whole thing until we tell the story in such a way. And so yeah, it's kind of a hero's journey, I guess. It's a story of transformation, a story of anything is possible. It's a story of alchemy.
Yeah.
Because we transform anything in our lives into that gold I mentioned earlier.
Wow, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes, The Alchemist. Oh, one of my favorite all-time books that I've read. And it's true. This is actually a version of alchemy, every one of these stories. Tell us about you, about your story, Meg. What is your story about?
Oh gosh. Well, my story starts with my childhood, full of addiction and abuse. Both my parents are addicts, and they've been addicts my whole life. So I was a little treacherous in my early days. And I decided early on that I wanted to be different. I wanted to be different than my parents. I wanted more. I wanted to be normal, which is a silly, who's normal anyway, right? But I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to have healthy communications and relationships. And I did not want to choose a substance over a person. And so for me, I think I had some really old ingrained belief systems in my mind and that I had learned from my parents. Of course, I didn't know any other way, because you watch your parents as a child, and then you pick up what they're, as the teenagers say, I'm picking up what you're laying down. So I had picked up all these rocks and put them in a backpack and carried them around like they were mine. And what I realized is that they weren't mine, but it took a while to realize that. And I had a lot of struggles along the way, and alcohol was my demon. And I would drink for a while and then I would stop, and then something would trigger me and I would go back to drinking, or there was a big party or a fancy dinner, or so there was moments when I had those relapses, but there was also this determination within me that I didn't want to be like that. And I tried everything I could to make it go away. And when I had my daughter, it's when it really kicked in, that powerful craving and determination to be the best mom that I could be and show my daughter what life looks like and what is possible. I wanted her to have a healthy, beautiful, innocent childhood. And because I know I was innocent at some point too. And I think what we're surrounded with is how we grow healthy. So yeah, it's really about me finding out who I truly was, and who I wanted to be, and who I wanted to be as a mother and a person.
I know that she's in there.
Yes, she is in all of us. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
We're all very, we all have that true essence of ourselves, and we have to find it.
Yeah. I call it our journey home. We have to find our way home. I don't know what happened to Anne. Probably her internet
I
opt
think
out?
so.
Yeah.
I saw her pop off.
Oh, shame. But Meg, what would you say is your biggest or your greatest message from your mess?
My greatest message from my mess is that we all have a choice. We have a choice in how we react and how we respond. Every situation is basically neutral. And we have the option to choose what we want to think about that situation.
Mm.
We can choose to have good thoughts and we can choose to have bad thoughts. I'll tell my daughter that all the time. How do you want this? How do you want this? Do you want you want to have good thoughts about this? Or do you want to have bad thoughts? How do we make a good thought? How do we choose a good thought? Because when you choose a good thought, you have a good emotion. And you have a good emotion, you're going to have a good attitude. You're going to do things differently. If you're like negative Nancy, you're not going to want to go have fun and you're not going to want to go play with your friends or whatever it is. If you have a good attitude, that's contagious. That's fun. You get a lot done. Better things happen. You attract a different level of energy and vibration and friendships and kindness and success. So
Oh,
my one message is
beautiful.
that you can absolutely choose your thoughts and make your life the way that you want.
Mm. That's awesome. And you, Anne, what is your greatest message from your mess?
I've thought about this a lot. Putting it into words is a little harder, but I think it's that we can heal anything. You know, we are designed with everything we need to, you know, even if like physically on the external, we haven't had certain support or, you know, maybe grew up in poverty or whatever the situation is, but like we actually within us and our makeup and who we are, and whether you're religious or not, whether you think, you know, we come from the same substance of the universe or you're a child of God, we come from some mysterious divine place and we are created with every single thing that we need and we can heal anything. And I think sometimes the journey of a life, the journey of a human is to kind of come home to ourselves, to the truth of who we are.
Yeah. I
And
was just saying that, yeah.
so a lot of times the breaking down to break through to actually realize who we truly are.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful. And now I want to ask you, and let us start with you again here. What is it that you do now? What is your purpose?
So I like to say that I'm here to. So I was practicing. So I had many careers. I went from Army helicopter pilot to adventure travel guide to wildlife biologist to teacher to functional medicine practitioner, and now I don't even know what my title is now, but I'm basically, when I was working in functional medicine, I love the work of helping people heal their body because I had been through so much physical healing. But over a number of years, I felt this like intuitive message that I'm here to awaken the hearts and minds of humanity. You know, that the spirit's not just the body, like the body is such a powerful vehicle for transformation. And yet it was this deeper sense of helping people remember who they truly are and come alive in every sense of what it means to be human. So my work has transformed over the years, and now I'm doing this deeper work that's a combination of wellness and personal growth and transformation, with also ultimately collaborating with other organizations to help people become, I guess, new superheroes, modern day superheroes of the world. Like, I'm really trying to help other people with an adventurous spirit heal what they need to heal within themselves to realize the greater purpose that they have, and then actually facilitate journeys and experiences of serving and giving back that help them realize the greater purpose and power that they have within themselves to be part of the change in the world that we want to see.
Awesome.
So my business is Adventure Wellness. My website is actually AnnAubin.com, which you can go to Adventure Wellness or Ann Aubin, it takes you to the same place. And it's basically giving people a lot of tools to break through wherever they're stuck so that they can live that life that they imagined and serve and give back in a bigger way.
And you are going to have an offer at the end of the book?
Yes. And I will also have an offer. Yes, I have a few ways that people can easily access.
Okay.
In the next step.
Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, that sounds beautiful. And you, Meg, what is your purpose now? And tell us a little bit about that.
My purpose is to teach women their value. And I am now a recovery and certified neuro coach. And neuro coaching is teaching people about how powerful their minds are. And my focus is, of course, women in recovery from addiction and abuse, and teaching them that their brains are these powerful machines. It's like the computer of our body, the computer of our universe, and that we can program it and we can rewire it to function the way that we want it to, the way that fulfills our dreams and our hopes and our desires, and that we can go in and reprogram our minds and delete those old programs that we grew up with, those old programs that are just on this cassette tape running and running and running in our subconscious. There is a way to reprogram those subconscious thoughts, and it's very powerful, and that's what we do in neuro coaching. And I've created a really positive and safe community on Facebook called Recovery Mastermind. We're doing all kinds of free seminars and self-help. There's self-studies, there's coaching, and yeah, that's what I'm up to. And I will have an offer at the end. Well, I have an offer now, actually, so that will be accessible as well. We're building the new website as we speak. It should be done by Friday.
Oh, beautiful. I'm so excited for both of you. That is really awesome. Really beautiful. And yeah, I want to thank you for your time here. That's really beautiful. I don't want to give everything away. We're going to also do more interviews. And just so that everybody knows who's watching this, the book is launched on the 1st of April. And all the authors in the book will have an offer at the back, special offer for you, who you connect with on the back end of the book. Again, if you've heard these stories and you think, oh my God, I've got a story, I want to be in this book, is to take action immediately. Contact me about that. Or if you remember Ann or Meg's name, you know them, contact them and they'll put you in touch with me. And just also so that you know that everyone who is part of this book, directly or indirectly, all the proceeds of this book is going to a charity. And we are all looking, the women, especially in the US, about what charity we can actually help out with the proceeds of this, the royalties of the book. And we will do also a summit in June. So there's lots to come from this My Mess is My Message. And if you would like to be the first to know when the book comes out, then find our group on Facebook. We'll put the links below. The fans of My Mess is My Message. And then we'll send you an email once you can buy the book. Thank you so much, Ann and Meg. And it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I'm so looking forward to have that book out and really read your stories again, because they're just phenomenal.
Thank you. I can't wait to read everyone's stories myself.
Yeah.
It's going to be powerful.
Me too. We're gonna have to have some tissue close at hand.
Yeah, definitely.